Hello everyone, and welcome back to today's FFG Live, where we're going to be playing some Marvel Champions featuring the brand new hero packs coming to stores very soon for Black Panther and Silk. I'm your host, Xander Tabler, and I'm joined by three wonderful people that I'm sure you all can recognize from previous Marvel Champions streams and other streams we've had as well. So before we get into what this stream is, I want to give everybody a little bit of time to introduce themselves. You two are very common Marvel Champions streaming, but Molly, we'll talk a little about who you are if you want to go first.
I'm Molly Glover. I am the producer for both of our LCGs. This one, Marvel LCG, is actually kind of my baby. I've been on the game from the very beginning, from day one, and I absolutely have really enjoyed it. So as a producer, that's a role a lot of people don't always know what we do. But what we do is, my job is to make sure the game actually gets printed, gets made. It's a little bit of project manager, making sure that you two stay on track with deadlines, and also just kind of working with all the different departments, working with Marvel, with art, with graphic design, and everybody to make sure that we can make the game that you guys all love. It takes a lot of people to make this game, and I also work with our factories and with Asmodee's production department to make sure that we are still meeting our quality, and that everything, looks good and it doesn't have any errors. And, it's really fun. It's a very high detail oriented job, not a ton of creativity, very much something that, you need to be more of I don't know how to put it, like specific details and making sure that everything is up to snuff. I really enjoy it, and I love working on Marvel. I'm really excited to be here to play it.
Yeah.
I like playing it too.
Yeah. So you're kind of the glue that holds the whole thing together with everybody working on these different pieces.
I'm not going to say that.
I'll say it for you.
It's true. No, it's really great. And I love working with Tony and Frank. I actually worked with both of them before they joined the Marvel team on many board games. Frank and I worked on X-Wing together a million years ago. And I just hit my 10-year anniversary as a producer. So I've been doing this a while, and Marvel it's still going strong. So I'm really happy to be here today.
Yeah. And so we were actually talking about before the stream, I was just, messing around with hero packs, throwing up on the walls and things, and I saw the Wasp, the three-sided card, and we're talking about, so part of your job is like not only all the project management of getting it made, but also like working to make sure that this lives up to the expectations that all the players have of what the components feel and look like.
Yes, absolutely. So we get something that's called a bulk sample, which is when they've printed the game, they send it to us so we can just make sure that everything feels and looks right, that the card stock, I mean, when you're flipping these cards, do they feel the same every time? Do the colors have to match on the backs? That's huge. It's actually difficult to dial in, because otherwise you'd be able to tell what cards were from different expansions. Yeah. With that three-sided card, it's really funny. When we were talking about doing it, we were worried about, because we have such beautiful art in this game, we were a little concerned that the art going over the fold might mean that you would end up with like a thin white line across your art as cards wore out. And so I tested that for hours at a time. I just folded and unfolded cards. I was really rough on them to see how they would turn out to look, and I mean, they held up, so we decided to move forward with it, because if it hadn't worked out, if they tore apart or if they looked bad, we wouldn't have done it. Yeah. And that's FFG is really dedicated to making sure that we have high quality components all the time in our games. That's something we're known for, and we want to stay known for.
Yeah. Well, thank you for everything that you do behind the scenes. And thank you for joining us today.
Excited.
Do you want to talk about who you're going to be playing today?
Yes, I am playing Black Panther T'Challa. The king, the OG, and I'm very excited. I actually haven't played this deck because Frank built me a great aggression deck. But also,
we'll see.
But also, I've never played T'Challa. I've played a lot of, but I've never played as him before. So I'm excited.
Awesome.
Yeah.
As mentioned, I'm Xander. I'm going to be playing Peter Parker Spider-Man. Tony built me a deck, sent me a whole list of here's how this thing's going to work, and I'm going to butcher every step along the way. Yeah, we're going to be on this side of the table going, this looks cool. Let's find out. I'm really excited to try it out. And
Frank's like, you sure you don't want to?
Let's look at that one. And so, Tony, you are going to be playing one of the new heroes today.
Yes, I'm playing the Silk pre-constructed deck, which comes with protection.
Very cool.
And I'm going to be playing the other Black Panther, Shuri.
Yeah.
Also pre-con.
Yeah.
So.
Comes with justice.
Comes with justice.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And leadership for Spider-Man. And so I think we have a good mix of, customized decks over on this side of the table, and we have the pre-cons over here, so we'll see what that looks like. But it was also really fun. We were trying to decide what other two hero packs, when we do these hero pack streams, we have two new people that we have to play, but it's like, oh, who do we pick to go with it? Do we go back to Maria Hill and Nick Fury? And then, Tony, I believe you threw out the idea, like, oh, we could do, Spider-Man and Black Panther. We're like, oh, that has to be it. That's the automatic choice.
So both of these hero packs come with team-up cards for these pairings, Peter and Silk, T'Challa and Shuri. And so I thought it would be a fun idea to feature those team-up cards.
Yeah, and it's going to be fun to say, Black Panther, can you handle this minion for me? And I just hope that one of them can do it. Right. It's going to be so good. And so today we're going to be playing a scenario from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Very fitting. We're in, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just came out, and we've only played one scenario from it so far. And so, Tony, what did we select for today?
We're playing MODOK, the third scenario in the box. So MODOK has an interesting kind of scenario built around him. He has captured 4 Inhumans, and he's working on taking their Inhuman powers and translating those into his adaptoids, his synthetic creatures that he's pitting against us. So we start with one environment upgrade that represents the powers of one of those 4 Inhumans. We happen to get the psionic upgrade, which is probably the meanest one, because it gives every adaptoid enemy the villainous trait, or the villainous keyword, which means they get boost cards every time they activate. Our goal in the game is not just to beat up MODOK, but we can do that. But we want to free the 4 Inhumans that are being held in the holding cells. In order to do that, we can either spend resources using the human action on the holding cell. In this case, we're starting with the Sarah Garza holding cell, which requires a wild resource or 3 resources of any type. Or we can get MODOK down to 0 hit points. He starts with 10, not 10 per player, just 10. And every time we get him down to 0, we get to remove 2 counters from the holding cell.
Nice. Very cool. I am really excited to do this. So before we get into it, I know many people have saw the announcement articles for both of these hero packs, as well as some of the previews over the last week. Do you all want to go a little bit over these new heroes and what their whole shtick is and what you're looking for as you play? And for those of you at home who's interested in some of the new cards and things, feel free to shout out, hey, I want to see what that card does. Can we throw that one up there? We have everything set up to give you a close-up view so you can make sure that if there's anything new, you get a first look at it. So, Tony, do you want to start us off there?
Yeah, so Silk's ability, the thing that stood out to me as I was researching her and figuring out what we could do with her that would be different from any of the spider heroes we'd done before, was her Silk sense and her eidetic memory. So we thought it would be really cool if she could manipulate the encounter deck. So every time she encounters something, whether that's defeating an enemy or a side scheme, or she reveals a treachery, she gets to tuck it underneath her hero card. And then she's going to use those cards tucked underneath her for various benefits during the game.
Nice, very cool. Frank, what do you got for us over there with Black Panther?
So with Black Panther, we liked the mechanics behind the previous one as far as he builds up his array of cards that he can play Wakanda Forever to trigger all the specials on there. So it's sort of another pass on that premise. So instead of relying so heavily on that side of it, her basic ability is when she uses a basic power, she can trigger one of those effects. So you want to get those in play. And so instead of having the kicker of you can essentially do the effect twice if it's the last in that sequence, hers, you can discard the card itself to do a much stronger power. So it's a little bit of like, how much do you want to do that? And to leverage the fact that you're getting rid of cards that were in play, her alter ego action lets you search for one of those upgrades from your deck and put it into play. So you're kind of constantly tweaking and tinkering to get the right thing for the current environment.
That's very Shuri.
Yeah, right?
That's really
Yeah,
cool.
that's really thematic and good.
Yeah, so yeah, that's her deal.
Love it. All right, so I think we can go ahead and get into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. If you have any questions at all for anybody here on stream, feel free to throw them in the chat as well as letting us know when you need to see cards. We can go to the top down and figure out what are we up to, team.
We're going to
Alrighty,
start with Shuri over here.
start with Shuri. I'm going to play her title card, Aja Adana, which as an action, I can exhaust it and shuffle an identity-specific card from my discard to my deck, which I will do, but I'm not going to bother actually shuffling it because the card I wanted to find is this one. So her alter ego action does exhaust her to search for a Black Panther or tech card, which this is both. Nice. And I play it, reducing its cost by 2, which would be 0. So she'll put that in play. Then I will flip up to hero form. I will play On the Prowl, which is a thwart event, which removes 3 threat from a scheme, which I will get 3 from there. And then I can trigger a Black Panther upgrade I control, which is the one I just played, which removes 1 threat from a scheme.
Nice.
Shazam. And then I'll play this side scheme, which is a player side scheme, Show of Empathy. So this one is very
Should we put this
interesting.
one
Yeah,
on the
this one
cam?
is complex enough here. I will put it up. Let's see. This kind of works. It is a sideways card here.
Yeah.
Yes. So interestingly, you are able to essentially convert a non-elite minion to briefly be an ally. So we ideally don't want to hurt said minion before acquiring them, but then it takes more thwarting to be able to convince them to our side. Due to the enemies we have in play here, we actually probably want to defeat them regular style and hold on to this for a little bit to defeat on a stronger enemy.
I really love that art by Denis Madrid. He's one of my favorite artists that we do. Like, I love his style.
So good.
So yes, the linked card, which I guess I could put in here as well, it shows off the whole like what happens, which is
nice.
basically the like you use their stats essentially. They're now an ally with no ability, but they're cool.
That is really
cool.
cool.
So yes, we'll put that in play, which starts with the 6th threat on there.
What better hero and villain combo to put on that card
Right?
too?
Yeah, that was a good
Yep.
good choice there. And I'm done.
Alrighty, so I'm going to start out with my Spider Reflexes. It's an upgrade that lets me get +1 defense for each tucked card under me that matches the person attacking me. And then I will throw down a stun gun as well. I think that'll come in handy with these nasty adaptoids and their boost abilities. Then I'll flip up to hero form, and I'll play the last card in my hand, which is Smooth as Silk. It's a hero action. Choose an enemy or scheme in play. I'm going to choose MODOK. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a card from the same encounter set as the chosen card is discarded, and then tuck that card under Silk. First one, perfect. So that lets me get a little bit of a head start on tucking cards, and I now have one matching the villain, so my Spider Reflexes will make me more effective at defending him.
Oh, nice.
For my basic power, I think I probably throw 2 damage on somebody. One of these adaptoids.
Ooh, or could you do it on MODOK? I might be able to get rid of MODOK, or like defeat him once this turn.
Does somebody have
I did
some
math
sort
right.
of kick that they're thinking of doing?
You know, things are happening occasionally.
Sure,
Spider-Man loves going
I'll
around.
take him down by 1. So that puts me down to 9 with his Retaliate 1. And I will use the stun gun, removing 1 counter to stun somebody's minion. So you like getting attacks as you draw cards.
I do love that.
T'Challa there has Retaliate, so why don't we stun Shuri's?
Excellent.
sense.
Thanks.
And that is me.
All right. I'm going to start off generating a resource with Peter Parker's side here to drop Web Shooter. As, you know, we love to have as Spider-Man, as one does. You know, classic plays, nothing you know, breaking the game here. I will exhaust this and spend that
Gotta
one.
be in hero to
Oh,
use
yes,
that hero
I will
resource.
flip. Thank you. Yes. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I will not do that then.
Oh.
Things are happening. Things have to. Order matters.
Wheels
That's what
within
I'm learning.
wheels.
Yes, wheels within wheels. I'm always saying this. Oh gosh, does that? Yeah. So I did that. That makes sense. Okay, I will discard these 2 to play Ingenuity, since I can only play
Just
if
all
my-
the resources.
Yeah, and I have to have the Genius trait, so I got that now. Now I can flip.
There we go.
Now we can spend both of these, one of them losing that, and discard, make the call to play Swinging Web Kick to deal 8 damage to the enemy MODOK.
Nice.
All right, so he goes down to 0, but then he's going to pop back up to 10, and we get to remove 2 lock counters from
Very
the holding
nice.
cell.
Very nice.
We needed that. And then I have my last actions. Sure is nothing really thwart out there.
Maybe punch one of these adaptoids.
Seems fair. Yeah, I think I'll
We
just.
need to take them down eventually, and defeating them does remove lock counters for us.
True. I need
So
to
it helps
take a damage.
move us
so-
toward our win con.
Fair. Yeah, I'll run into this one real quick. Put 2 on there. All right. And yeah, I forgot about the Retaliate. That's all right. I'm not worried about it. All you.
All right. Okay. So let's see. I am going to display these two for their resource value to get my Panther Claws out. Because I have foresight, so for my setup, I got to search my deck. I took Panther Claws, so I'm going to put that on T'Challa, and then let's see. I'm going to spend this one to get my superpower training player side scheme in there,
Ooh.
and that is just a when defeated, we each would get to search our discard pile and to get a identity specific upgrade, which helps me a lot. I figured all of us kind of have those, so it seems like a good thing.
Yep.
And then let's see. And then I think I'm going to hang on to this one because I want to play that later, but I am going to spend my wild, since I have it,
Nice.
and take one of the locks off the holding cell. Oh, wait, sorry. It has to be a hero action, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So I flipped to hero mode, and
Then
I
you
did
do
that as a
that.
hero action. So there we go.
Yeah.
You don't have to exhaust it.
Oh,
with them.
thank you. Great. Okay. And then I will attack.
You want to punch somebody? Maybe punch this
I'm gonna
adaptoid
punch
a bit
Sanders'
more?
adaptoid, yeah. I'm going to punch that adaptoid right in his smug face.
Can I suggest
Please.
that you both punch the one in front of Molly so that it then dies when
Retaliate.
Black Panther retaliates?
Oh my gosh.
Very
yeah.
smart, very smart.
Luckily,
That's
this is a
very
co-op
good-
game, and we'd
that's
love
why
to do
we
that.
love co-op games. We love those for us.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a 3 on him there. Yeah.
4 total.
4 total.
yeah.
All right, great. 3 from you,
Perfect.
4. There we go.
Nice.
All right.
call.
All right.
All done?
Now that exhausts me. All right.
We'll ready up and draw.
Hooray.
We love that.
Oh, okay. So,
Well, I hated playing my team up card for its resource, but it was a good resource, and I don't think that team up's going to help me right now. So we'll just wait till we can get it back eventually. Here.
Yeah.
so we get 4 threat on our main
Whoa.
scheme here.
Where were all you last hand?
All right, so let's start things off here. So MODOK will attack me. I will just take it like a champ. 3 damage. It's fine. And then my Adaptoid would attack me, but it is stunned. Next up, got another attack here for MODOK, 1 plus a card.
I'll defend MODOK.
Okay.
Because my spider reflexes will give me +1 to my defense, so I'm defending for 4.
Well, he attacked for 1. Blocked it.
Perfect. But the spider reflexes do allow me to tuck the top card of the encounter deck after the attack, so I will take the discard pile.
discard pile.
So I'll take that assault, put it under there.
From the standard set.
Yes.
Interesting.
Now the Adaptoid will attack me as well. I'll just have to take that one undefended.
And it has Villainous, so it is 1 + 1, so that's 2. Give the activating enemy an additional boost.
Oof.
Oof, indeed. +3, so 4.
4 total. Man, I
Way
picked the
worse.
wrong enemy to defend.
Turns out.
Good.
And then
All right.
Spidey.
Oh yeah, I'll get hit. Let's do
So first you draw your card on
Oh, yeah.
MODOK's attack.
it. Yep. Let's
In
hope
case that
for something
helps.
good.
All right, 1 plus a card.
Boy.
Would you like to defend?
No.
All right,
Let's find out.
3
Oh.
total.
Well, 3's not bad.
All right, and then
Now
your
the
Adaptoid?
Adaptoid's attacking again.
Yeah.
Same
my ways up.
deal.
All right. Let's find out. Hit me.
All right, that is 4.
I'm going to do backflip
Nice.
and interrupt and not do that, actually.
Makes sense.
Yeah, feels good.
All right, and then
Okay.
other Black Panther,
Yeah.
1 plus a card.
I'm not going to defend. I'm just going to take it.
4 in total.
Come on. Well, he takes one back because I have Retaliate, so boo.
And then your Adaptoid, which will hit you first
All right.
for 1 plus a card.
Yep, 1 plus a card. Yeah, I'm just going to take it again.
Oh, another 4 total.
Another 4. Well, he dies. So now who wins?
All right. All right, so then the ability on the Adaptoid goes off, which removes an all-purpose
This is
counter.
all good. This is good. We need this.
We're down to 4 on the holding cell.
Nice.
We're coming for you, Sarah.
Soon.
Or somebody. It's her cell, so I'm assuming we're
Yeah, hopefully she's in it.
Yeah.
trying to help her out.
Okay, we got a hostage situation side scheme. This comes in with 12. When revealed, attach 1 rescued ally face up here.
We don't have any
We
so
don't
far.
have any, so nothing happens.
Great.
When defeated, the defeating player takes control attached ally. So that's not so bad, but it has a lingering effect, which is MODOK cannot take damage, which is a problem for that part of the game.
No more swinging web kicks for now.
Too much.
Wait, who can't take damage?
MODOK. Which is unfortunate because he just got his automated mobile unit upgrade, which increases his hit points by 5
Yikes.
and gives him +1 attack.
Wow.
Come on.
Can't be attacked and there's more health.
How much is on that scheme?
12.
Come on. 20. This is too mean.
Mwah.
All
your
right.
card.
Tony's working for the
Let's
villains.
find out. Ooh, Surge. And when revealed, I can discard 1 card from my hand for each aim and minion in the victory display, which should just
There
be
are none.
None.
So it'll just surge.
Just Surge.
Just surge.
Because the Adaptoid didn't go into the victory display.
Yeah,
Correct.
just Surge. Monica Rappaccini.
Ooh.
Victory 1, vulnerable, discard this card if it is stunned or confused. While Scientist Supreme is in the victory display, Monica Rappaccini gains villainous. They are not in the victory display, so now I just got another
But if
minion.
we defeat her, she does go to the victory display.
Yeah, that seems bad.
She seems like a great target for a show of empathy.
Yeah, I'd
she
say
just
so.
With her three-
needs a good talking to.
Yeah, you really gotta
Just
just let her know
needs
what's
a good
going on. All right, what do we
Her
have
3
here?
thwart?
Psionic Force Field attached to MODOK. It gets him stalwart. And then whenever you would take any damage, you put it on this instead until there's 5 damage here.
Oh, he's
So he can't take damage even on his Psionic Force Field at this point.
correct.
Oh my god.
Yep.
And he has a
So
force
he's
field.
just-
and he has,
Yeah.
come on, man.
Completely stonewalling us. All right.
He heard us talk about how easy it was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down over and
I'll
over.
show you.
All right.
We did get a good question from the chat, Tony, that I saw, which was, did you all consider using the MODOK modular set for any of the other Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. villain decks?
I actually did, but looking at the set, there wasn't really anything in it that would have functioned with the villain, because most of it is either MODOK himself or the side scheme that goes and gets MODOK, which would not do anything in this scenario. And I think the other cards in his set make him larger, give a minion extra hit points, which would, again, not work with the villain. So it was a consideration, but it ended up just not really being a good fit.
Great question.
All right.
Before you go, I just have a
yes.
question. This doesn't count as a Web Warrior card I control, right?
It does not. It is
Oh,
not one
shucks.
you control. All right. What do I want to do? I definitely need some hit points back, so I'm probably going to have to go Alter Ego, which is rough. With all these Adaptoids out, I think I will play my Organic Webbing, which is an upgrade that we did not spoil, but one of our content creators has.
Nice.
It gives me +1 thwart, but also allows me to discard a tucked card in order to ready,
Oh, wow.
which I think I might do here. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and exhaust Organic Webbing, discard this Assault from under me in order to ready.
That's cool.
I think I might want to flip down to use that ready to heal, but before I do, I will play Wall Crawl for 1. It's going to remove 2 threat from a scheme. Then I can optionally discard a tucked card to remove 3 threat from a scheme matching that card.
Interesting.
So I could remove a total of 5 from Hostage Situation. I could remove the initial 2 from Show of Empathy and put that on Monica.
I like that.
That way Spidey would be able to finish it off and convert her to our side. Oh, we need 5 on there. We need 5 on there.
We need 5.
Because it's remaining hit points.
Yes.
Yeah.
So why don't I do that?
I
I
can do
will
some scanning,
take,
too.
I'll take 2 off of here and we'll put those 2 on Monica. Then I'll discard my tucked card in order to remove 3 from Hostage Situation.
Nice. I will also. Oh, I guess MODOK has Stalwart, doesn't he? He does. Because I do
Yeah.
have Sonic Rifle, which confuses an enemy, but I could confuse your Adaptoid.
You could confuse my Adaptoid. Is anybody not going to Alter Ego? Either Frank or Xander, are you both
I don't
staying
think-
up?
I'll
staying
stay.
up.
Yeah.
All right, I will use my stun gun on. You're a little more hurt, so why don't we stun your Adaptoid?
Sweet. I appreciate that.
Then I will flip down and I will use my basic recovery. Back up to 7, and that's my turn.
Nice. Unfortunately, this hand is real bad for this turn. I don't have Web Warriors out here yet. Yeah, it happens, you know. I got some cool stuff coming, but not yet. All right, I think I will thwart then the show of empathy, right, to put some on Monica. I think that's about all I can actually do, unfortunately. Looking at these things, yep.
Oof.
Yeah, we ran into some trouble, yeah. And that's good for me.
Okay, well, all right. I'm going to spend.
Now you could spend 3 of any type to remove a lock
Oh,
counter.
I'm 100% doing that. Yes,
Oh, yeah.
thank you. Let's go ahead and do this one and these 2.
Nice.
Ba-bing.
3 locks.
Yes, there we go. It's something at least, right?
Yeah.
Spider-Man had a nice swing web kick and went, oh gosh, where do I go now?
All right, I'm going to spend my.
In fact, if you wanted to, you could use the web shooter to generate a wild
Oh,
resource
wow.
and remove one.
Oh, I would love to do that actually.
Let's do that.
And you know what? Because I don't trust my hand to get that much better if I'm staying in hero form right away. Well, I guess I'll get attacked. You know what? I'll hold on to it. I was like, I can maybe do 2 more and just finish, or 1 more, I mean.
You could do one more.
I'll do 1 more. You know what? Teamwork makes the dream work out here, and that's what's important.
Okay.
And so
Yeah.
I'll be good.
I'm paying 2 with strength to put on my vibranium suit.
Nice.
I'm just waiting for that event to show up for me. And then I'm going to. I hate wasting. No, I'm going to spend Mean Swing to put out Ancestral Knowledge.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to.
That's an event and it's an alter ego, so you
it
got to
is
be an
an
alter
event.
ego. to
I'm
use
sorry,
that.
I misread that card.
Yeah,
Never
no
mind.
worries.
I'm going to hang on to Mean Swing, and I'm going to discard these 3 resources to get that last lock off the set.
Hey, we rescued somebody.
That's the one.
So, okay, when the last lock counter is removed from here, flip this card and give Sarah Garza into play under any player's control. So she
Welcome to the team.
Probably somebody who hasn't taken their turn yet. So
Yes.
either
To be
Molly
frank,
or Frank.
Or you.
I'm almost done with my turn at this point, so
you still can use her if you'd like.
that's fair.
She does not count against her ally limit. Her attacks have overkill and ranged, which is interesting.
Nice.
I think she should be with Black Panther. Do you think she should be with Black Panther?
I think she should be
I think she should be with Black Panther.
We know what that means. So yes, if she's defeated, she goes back into the holding cell. So you want to be a little careful, but also she's got some health to spare.
I will do my best. I'll just pretend I don't even know she's here. All right, fantastic. And then I am going to flip to alter ego side so I can use my rec ability so that I don't die. So I'm
Seems
back up
wise.
to 7 hit points.
Fair.
You want to have Sarah either thwart or attack for us?
I think I will have her. So what do we think is probably our? She has 2 thwart.
Well, actually,
With consequential
that is
damage.
perfectly the amount required to get Monica.
show
over the
Monica
line.
That's
some
a good point.
empathy.
All right, let's show Monica some empathy, and she will take a consequential damage for that. She can't show empathy without getting a little hurt.
That's great.
Especially to,
Monica's
especially to
mean.
Monica, right? It's like, oh.
All right, so this goes to the victory display. We can find
And
somebody
you
to
take
set
control of
this
this,
in.
correct? Right?
Who does it say gets control?
Oh, great question. When threat is removed from this game, if the minion has threat equal to or greater than its remaining hit points, add your
says to
empathy to the
attach.
victor's play and attach one side side copy to that minion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like she just goes to the victory display.
Oh.
No.
That
Oh,
part.
it's the extra
yeah.
thing.
Sorry,
Ah,
I was reading it a little sloppy.
So it says,
Sorry.
I
take
see.
control of
Should've been
attached
cleaner.
minion and treat it as a redeemed ally with a blank text box.
So is that me?
That,
think
yeah,
that
that
would
would
be-
be
that would be
Frank,
you,
the person
yeah.
whose deck it came
Yeah.
from. Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome. Thanks
Love it.
for that, guys.
We did that just for you, Frank. Anything you need,
That's
buddy.
my turn, so now it's your turn.
Sweet. Hey, Sarah, let's do something. Do we want to start working on the superpower training?
I think we want to get
rid of that
Modoc's
so we can actually do
attachments
damage.
gone, which means we need to do the
When
hostage
I put that out,
situation.
when I was planning to put that out, we didn't really have any schemes to do
Yeah.
anything with, and I was like,
True.
this will be a place to put our thwart. But
Yeah.
now we have lots of places.
Yeah, yeah.
Things were going really well at that
Yeah,
point. Yeah.
Back then.
The halcyon days of before we played. Turn 1.
All right, I will put this sonic rifle into play. I will immediately use one of those counters on your Adaptoid.
Ooh.
Thank you.
So I could get rid of a counter, or I could use Wakanda Forever for its effect. I only have the one ability,
Yeah.
which feels a little rough. So I think I will just discard it for a... Oh, yeah, we've changed.
So the new holding
Yes.
cell requires 2 energy resources or 3 of any type.
Which, unfortunately, I couldn't do anyway.
Bummer.
Bummer. Never
You
mind.
could throw build support out there.
We do only have the one side scheme now.
Mm-hmm.
So, sure. I will. Build support, which is...
Say reprint from the next evolution wave, but
Yeah.
new artwork. Wakanda artwork.
Oh, I like that artwork.
Yeah, it's a great one.
So that
We
lets
could
us
throw
get
that
the
up on stream.
Yeah.
See the sick new art.
Anywhere.
So yes,
That's really neat.
pretty fun.
See, because we have such a cool. I love that because we pull so much cool art from the comics themselves, and then
Yeah.
also make new art. Right?
Yeah.
It's just such a good. That's a good piece.
Yeah, I always get really inspired going back and when looking for pickup art of just
Yeah.
like how cool this setting is. There's so much going on,
Yeah.
so many little aspects, and yeah, it's great.
Someone just asked, wait, what is Wakanda Forever in Shuri's deck?
It sure is.
She has 1 copy.
Yeah, just the one. Here it is. I will put it up there.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah,
great.
it's very much the same card, but it has a different meaning to her.
And I specifically looked for artwork that kind of called back to T'Challa's version of it.
Yeah, I like doing that too with the art, where it's like, hey, as a reprint with different art, what if I mimic the style with different characters? So
That's sweet.
that's always fun. So I will use my Aja Adana to shuffle Wakanda Forever back into my deck, because I would like to draw it again. And additionally, I could thwart for 2 on our hostage situation with the beads to do an extra one.
Nice.
Nice.
And I'll be shuffling. And that's it.
All right.
Look at us go.
Wow.
Things seem so under control.
Ready
right
up
now.
and draw.
Indeed. Oh man. I am flopping on this shuffle.
I actually was thinking the same thing. I love this for us.
What did I draw?
All right.
Oh,
All right.
not so bad.
I mean, all right.
Yeah. So we get 4 more threat onto our main scheme here. Then we start with a scheme from MODOK.
Yes, sir.
2 plus a card. You can't stop it for 4. So we are up to 12 here on the main. Your Adaptoid would scheme, but is confused.
What was I doing?
We were doing
Schemes.
something, right? MODOK's attacking Spidey for 2 plus a card.
Yeah, I think gonna
Don't forget to draw your card
Oh,
from
yeah.
your Spidey sense.
big things happening.
Oh
I will
boy.
defend though.
Oh boy. So 2 plus card would be 4 in total. So you defend for 3.
Well, shucks. Well, I don't think I'll be in hero form next round, I'm going to be honest with you.
Adaptoid is stunned.
Right, another scheme.
All right.
Against T'Challa.
Yeah, scheming against me.
Yep, 2 plus card for 4 in total. Brings us up to 16 out of 28.
All right.
Oh, I should ready and stuff. I drew, did not ready. We're good. We're back. I will be attacked. I'm gonna take it on the chin.
You'll be fine.
3 plus a card is 5.
5.
Or sorry, 2 plus a card. Whew, 4. Much more tenable. This Adaptoid is attacking me. Theoretically, could defeat me,
Yep.
which would be bad. So I will defend. Which, of course, is a 0. So 1. Perfect.
But you still get to do
I do
your
get to
kimono
do
beads.
exactly. I can use my kimono beads so I can remove 1 threat. Let's make this happen.
Nice.
He should take damage for all of this. Comeuppance. Great. Deal some cards.
My encounter card is Psionic Machetes. Another +1 to his attack, and he gains piercing.
Yuck.
Oh, man.
Grief.
He needs to
All I gotta
stop.
do is get him down to 0 HP, and then he'll lose all these upgrades.
That's good.
Oh, that all?
That's
it?
all we have to
That's
do.
all.
Great.
All we gotta do is defeat a scheme, take him down, extra points,
Do 14
and everything's
damage.
better.
Yup. All right, we got Aim Jailer over here. Guard, and when revealed, Aim Jailer attacks the rescued ally with the fewest remaining hit points. Otherwise, put 1 lock counter in the holding cell. And so I think we only have one rescued
We
ally.
just have the one.
So just one to Sarah.
The only person who could block would be Monica, but maybe we just want to let the 2
is she
damage
taking
go on
2?
there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's probably fine.
Yeah, it seems fine.
It's just 2 fewer uses we
She
can
can't
get out of
heal
her.
damage, right? I don't want her to get defeated and end up in the holding cell again. So
Well, if we had abilities that healed allies, we could heal her.
okay.
I don't know if any of these
I don't
decks
think
have
anyone
any of
does,
that.
yeah.
Thanks.
Not yet.
All right.
Bummer.
All right.
Me-
Here, you can count it
I
down.
have reverse engineering attached to Modoc.
Yep.
X is equal to the printed cost of the card tucked here. Tuck an upgrade you control under here. Otherwise,
no.
tuck the top card of your deck under here. So an upgrade I control or the top card of my deck. I'm going with the top card of my
Well,
deck. Whoop.
since you have an upgrade, you must do one of your upgrades.
Oh,
on
it's-
it.
oh, I
So
see.
he's
Otherwise,
stealing
yes,
either
if
your
you
suit
didn't
or
have
your claws.
All right, you can
Annoying.
take
What
my
a jerk.
suit. I needed my claw. I need my claws for my turn. So he stole my suit, and now he goes onto Modoc with this, and the printed cost of this card is 2. So he has 2.
Another +2
another
+2.
+2 for everything.
Whoa! We should probably defeat him.
Yeah, we need to
Should,
those
yes.
guys.
Yeah.
We need
Seems
some
good.
damage.
We can't. Is the scheme removed yet? Can we hit
Almost.
him yet?
Almost just
two
two
away.
left.
And I was caught off guard, which means I have to discard an upgrade or sport to control a classic.
Every time I'm on the stream to play this game, we just get absolutely hosed. I am on terrible luck. Like it is.
Yeah, I didn't help at all last turn, and then I got the exact hand I needed last turn this turn, and I went,
The
oh,
cards,
bummer.
they
Man,
don't
who
like
built
me.
your deck?
Yeah. I told you I was going to make a misplay every single round, and that's what it was.
I think I will lose. Oh man,
That's a tough choice.
it is a tough choice because all these cards help me. It's like that's why I put them in play.
I chose them specifically
For
because they were,
to use
I was
them?
building an engine, but
Yeah,
thank you, Modoc.
thanks, Modoc. I guess I'll lose my title. Oh, but then it gets the things back. All right, you know what? I'm gonna lose the beads. Bummer.
They're easy to lose. They just slide off.
Yeah.
I just dropped them somewhere.
Yeah, they probably magnetize or whatever, but maybe.
They got science stuff.
They got science
got
together.
all our stuff. Big on science.
Big on science. That was me.
All right, so
All
it's me
right.
then.
You're starting us off.
Oh, shucks. Boy, are things not going to go our way. I'm going to pay 4 for Webbed Up, and I'm going to attach that to the Adaptoid just so I don't have to worry about him at all for 2 turns. But that's 2 turns I don't have to worry about him. That feels good.
That's great.
We love that for us. I'm finally going to spend 1 for Warrior of the Great Web title
There
for
it is.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
We got it. We're so ready now. I'm feeling great. I'm now a Web Warrior, and after a Web Warrior ally leaves play, we can attach character gets +1 attack. So I'm feeling great in the future, theoretically. And then I think I'm going to. I really wanted to play this, but I think it's more fun if, or it's better for me to discard this wild to take 1 off the holding cell, right?
That's
Or no, it's not
that's
anymore.
what it does right
no.
now.
I mean, you can use it as an energy, but you'll need another energy.
All right, well, shucks. I will do it anyway, and then I'll get rid of Web Shooter. So 1 off of it then will work.
right.
And then I'm just going to flip over so I don't get hit in the face again, and I'm good.
Yeah, I saw you had the team up card in your hand, and I was like, should I stay in Alter Ego? But unfortunately, Modoc is stalwart right now, so it loses a lot of its value.
Yeah.
So, clarifying question for me. If I'm using Wakanda Forever and I'm resolving the special ability on my claws, does that exhaust it?
It does not.
Okay. Well, see, now this just got interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to use Mean Swing to pay for Wakanda Forever. Flip into hero mode so I can actually use it. As a hero action, I will resolve the special ability of each Black Panther upgrade, which is only the 1. That's fine. Because I'm resolving this as the final step of the sequence, I will do 4 damage to an enemy. Does anyone need their Adaptoid taken down a peg? Like a serious peg?
Mine's chilling right now.
Or is this not a good play right now? since
Actually-
you
It's
can't hit
good,
him?
but
Yeah.
I think we need Modoc to go
Okay,
down.
and I can't hit him right now, so I should probably instead be focusing on thwarting that scheme. I can't thwart it first, I don't think, so.
You can, so your Wakanda Forever doesn't exhaust you, so you could first thwart the hostage situation
Okay, so when I'm
down.
in, okay, so let's try this again. So when I was in alter ego mode,
Yep.
so I'm gonna thwart that for
You gotta
I
change
know
up, and then you thwart.
I'm gonna thwart for 2. Get rid of that. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only that had victory.
Thwarting, that exhausts me,
Correct.
but this doesn't. So
Yes. Yep.
then I spent my mean swing, play Wakanda Forever, do 4 damage
Yep.
to MODOK.
Nice.
So that's going to go on his force field, and we need 1 more damage to make the force
Okay.
field go away.
All right.
gosh.
And then let's
Since
see.
it's technically not an attack, you don't get the retaliate.
Okay.
Oh, we
and
love that.
then
Right? Or is
No,
it?
the claws are an attack.
Darn.
So you
So
will
you do
take
take
1
one.
And
damage.
if this card Fusillade has a hero action attack, I can't do that because I exhausted to thwart, right? Or
You
I
can.
You can.
You can.
Okay.
Yep.
So I will spend these 2 to use Fusillade and exhaust a weapon upgrade I control and do 5 more
Nice.
damage to MODOK.
Nice.
Let's say you did the fusillade first, because that will
Right.
precisely take out the force
Because
field.
I know how to play the game and I'm actually really smart. So we did that, yes. I agree.
And then
We
the
did
other
that
4
way.
will go. The 4 from the claws go onto.
Literal handwriting.
But you do take
Awesome.
2 retaliate from the 2 attacks.
That's fine. I will take those retaliate proudly. All right, and then so then this is gone, and I have one guy left, but I don't think he's gonna do me any good. I don't think there's anything I can do with just the 1 resource. So I'm just gonna hang on to it.
All right.
This goes away.
Okay.
Decent. And Sarah doesn't need to do anything because she gets consequential damage for whatever she does, so she's just gonna chill.
Yeah. She can do like one more thing, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to put one of my other techs into play, Spider Bites, which lets me do some group damage stuff. I will also play Clawed Strike to do 4 damage to an enemy and then resolve the special. So I will do 4 damage to MODOK,
Nice.
which unfortunately is an attack.
And
So
actually hits him.
actually hits him.
For
Woo!
the first time, took 9 damage.
Oh my god.
All right.
I'll
I can
choose-
finish him.
Sweet. I'll choose me for the effect of the Spider Bites to do 1 to my Adaptoid and another 1 to MODOK. I don't think I'm going to bother trying to stun him with discarding this. And I'll use her
Because
thing.
he's still stalwart.
Yes, still Stalwart. Bummer. I'll shuffle another card in. Let's get those beads back someday. And then Monica can continue helping us out with some thwarting. I think she'll do it against the main scheme.
Nice. How much? Oh.
Yeah, 3.
Awesome.
Oh, easy.
Yeah. Thanks, Monica. You see the right path.
Yeah.
here.
It's showing enough empathy.
Yeah.
You can eventually convince somebody to help you defeat a villain.
Hopefully.
That's the dream, isn't it?
It's the dream.
All right.
The dream. I will stay in. Oh man, I have 3 health. Maybe I shouldn't stay.
You can flip down. We can afford to let the
yeah.
scheme pop.
Oh, at which point? Oh, I can't exhaust myself. Just kidding. Never mind. We're good.
All right. I will flip up into hero form. And I don't think there's any more efficient way of doing this. So I will just do a swinging silk kick to do 7 damage to MODOK's ugly face.
Boom.
Hooray!
Nice.
So that
got
takes
him.
him down to 0. We get 2 off of here.
Discard all
That
those
goes
things.
to your discard,
Thank
Molly.
you. My suit. Oh, that's all.
He gets
Got MODOK
reset.
smell on it. You can't even wear it. Like, he stretched it out. What is he doing?
The neck hole.
Yeah. The neck is way
Absolutely
stretched out, and the rest is just hanging there.
I'll play another stun gun because I don't want this adaptoid.
Sure, you'll
to
fix up
hit
the suit
me.
for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stun my adaptoid.
Nice.
And I can do a basic attack or thwart. What are we at on the main? 16.
Someone said MODOK's ugly face. That's most of him.
Nice
Indeed.
one. I'll put 2 more damage on this adaptoid
thank
over
you.
here. And that's me.
All right.
So we're going to ready up and draw.
Yeah.
As we go into the next round, we have a couple good questions and stuff in the chat. Someone asked with the new art for the Wakanda Forever. Someone asked if that means the new basic Spider-Man ally has new artwork as well.
The new basic Spider-Man does not.
Okay, great question there. And then I did see one. Someone said, "Do any of the upcoming sets have superpower training? And is it possible that we see any more ally attachment upgrades for justice and protection?" Feel free to say, we cannot answer this. Plead the fifth if you have to. But if you want to see something out, go for it.
I don't think superpower training is in this wave. Will we see more ally attachment upgrades for justice and protection? So these are the justice and protection decks. We've spoiled the ally upgrades in Silk's deck, and I don't think there was anything in Shuri's deck.
I don't think so. There's one that attaches to minions, but that is obviously different.
Yep. Yeah.
Great questions. I also saw somebody mention seeing, I think it was Silk's encounter deck, or Silk's Nemesis? Yes, Silk's Nemesis set. We can absolutely do that at the end of the stream.
Yep.
If it doesn't show up sooner,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
right.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Knock
that's
on wood.
It's not.
Perfect. So, yeah, I am in alter ego
Ready
mode.
for the
so
build phase?
Yes.
time to, yeah.
proceed with this. So we'll put
Start
our
scheming.
standard 4 on here. So we are up to 17.
That's not good.
So we begin with a scheme on you.
Yay, scheme on me.
Scheme on you 2 plus nothing.
Woo, just 2. We'll
Let's
take
see.
it.
Not bad.
Let's see here.
Needs ones, okay.
I was looking for some 3s, but they're all here.
we got some 5s. We can clean that up.
Oh, sure. Please do.
Yeah, I
And
gotcha.
then you are going to be schemed against by this adapter.
And I am going.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
just
you got
exactly. So, yeah,
Gotcha,
1
Yep.
and nothing else, right?
Even though he's
Yes.
webbed up, he's still thinking about things.
Still scheme.
For 3.
3? Oh,
Rough.
okay.
And then that aim jailer is not good at that, so
No.
he'll do
We
nothing.
love
He
that.
doesn't think.
No.
He just do
It's not what
punch.
they pay
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. All right. I am going to defend because I'm down to 5 hit points, and we've been getting a lot of damage out of this deck, so I will defend.
Well, it was a 2 total, so you
Okay.
do block all of it.
Block all of it. I'll take it.
Retaliate.
Retaliate.
Yeah,
Take
you
that.
take that.
And then against me, I will get schemed against for 2 plus a card. Can't do anything about it. It is 4. This card gets +1 for each aim minion in the victor's play, which is none. So fortunately, dodged another one.
Nice.
Another 4 there, so we are up to 27.
Out of
Sorry, 26.
28.
26 of 28. And this Adaptoid will scheme, which will
no.
put us over unless this is a 0 and it's a 1.
Rough. All right.
That's tough.
Perfectly schemed.
When the stage would be completed, we get another adaptoid environment.
Oh, you know what? It could have been smart and Sonic Rifle to confuse my Adaptoid.
Well, too late. We've gone out of the phase.
Now our lives
right.
have gotten worse.
No take back. See.
So
That's
these,
always David.
these adaptoids
Yeah,
are now
sure.
psionic and super strong. They get +1 attack and toughness. So when they're revealed, they get a tough status card.
What was this one?
Don't like that.
That was the last card in the deck.
Okay.
So that is my boost. The boost against me is
Yes.
attacking me.
Oh, right, because we're scheming. Okay, that's what happened.
I will pretend I didn't see what it was and defend.
Sure. It was a 0.
And it was a 0, so I defend all of the 1 damage.
Woo.
Whoa.
And then the adaptoid will unstun. And we go to encounter cards.
Gain
And
that
we get-
acceleration counter.
Shucks.
Well, I was hoping to actually Sonic Rifle MODOK at some point, but that was what had happened, was he was still stalwart on my turn, and that's why I didn't use it. And I didn't think to do it later. Well, I couldn't later because I was in alter ego.
Sure.
So it wasn't a misplay, it was
Played by the rules.
playing by the
Yeah. You're
rules.
such a good guy playing by the rules. These villains aren't going to do that for you. Frank.
No, they sure won't. All right, here are some cards.
All right, let's find out. We got ourselves Assault. All right,
Ooh.
it gains Surge. That's fun. It's going to be worse. All right, Focusing Crystal. Attached to MODOK. Force response. After MODOK's hit points are reset, discard this card. It just has a nice little acceleration.
And,
And a +1.
oh, and
+1.
the-
And,
plus
and a
one,
+1,
plus
+1. But, like, not worried about that.
Not at all. All right, I've got It's Alive. It's a Treachery. When revealed, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for an Adaptoid minion and reveals it.
I think there's
Deal
only the
each
one.
player who did not engage a minion this way a face-down encounter card.
Stop it.
So that's you get this Adaptoid,
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yay.
and then we all get face down.
Everybody else gets a face down
Cool,
encounter
cool,
card.
cool, cool, cool.
I'm having so much fun. Things are going really well for me.
Is he the only one in there? Is that why we know?
Yes.
Because there's just the 4?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we haven't defeated ours.
All right, so Frank, you'll do your 2.
So my first one is a Psionic Blast. I'm alter ego. I'm confused. And he schemes.
Rough.
Both of those things. Rough indeed. 2 plus a card, which is 4.
4 onto the main. Good thing there was no threat on the main.
Yeah.
We kept it real clean.
Yeah,
Ooh.
nice and easy.
Peter, you've been not paying your rent.
Well, the rents in
Thank you.
Queens are crazy. Like,
That's true.
they're
I get it.
crazy right now. Like, I don't know how Ama's even affording it. She must have rent control.
She must.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy, things are going.
So you're gonna exhaust to remove it, or are you gonna?
Yeah, I think. Wait, random card from my hand. I think the math is basically what I want it to be, so I think I have to exhaust. Wait, does exhausting make my life harder? Yeah, it does. Wait. Yeah. I guess I'll discard random card. Oh boy.
And it surges.
Oh no, nope, just exhausting. Can't do it. I can't handle any more cards. I
Yep.
need to be done with these things.
All right, I've got diplomatic sanctions, which we've got nobody in the victory display. It'll surge into a gang up.
Uh-oh.
And I've got an adaptoid engaged with me. Man.
Gang up
Nice.
is
Love
rough.
it for you.
And I got nothing in my hand that can help, so I guess I'll take Modoc's first.
So 2 plus a card now. Mm-hmm. 4.
4, I'm down to 3.
Oh my gosh.
Does Monica want to maybe jump in front of this adaptoid for
I
me?
think that's the only person who can.
That's
Yeah,
our
Sarah
only
does, she
ally.
does.
Oh man.
That's rough.
Don't worry.
She might survive.
She might.
I'm putting together a team.
1
this
plus a
turn.
card. 3.
3.
Perfectly
Exactly
defeats
defeated.
her.
Nice.
But
So-
fortunately, because she was blanked by Redemption, she's just going to be sent to the discard and not to the victory display.
We love that.
This, I guess, is also removed.
And then the Psionic Force
Yeah,
Field
what
is
that
back.
card again?
Cool.
That was
Was that
the
yeah.
tracking all of
Yeah.
that.
All right, and I've got caught off guard.
Oh, it has victory.
Hey,
That's what
an
happens.
upgrade or support I control.
Yuck.
Boy.
That was definitely a villain phase.
Yeah.
Sure
All right.
It's a phase that happened to us.
Yeah, we definitely didn't happen to it. It happened to us.
All right.
Well,
We'll pass the
Okay.
first
have
layer.
fun.
Oh boy, this goes back in the here.
Oh, yeah.
It's
alive.
Oh no.
All right, so I am exhausted. I'm just so tired, but that's great. Okay, I gotta get this in the right order. Does he have anything? He has his psionic force field again right now.
Yep.
Okay, well then we're just gonna have to do that. All right. First off, I'm gonna play Gatekeeper. It's 0 attached to a minion for +2 hit points in patrol. I'm gonna put it on Sarah. Oh no, a minion. That's not Sarah then. Never mind. Why would I want to give somebody? Oh, because it helps 4 threat from the main scheme.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to do that though. So I'm not.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm not gonna do that. Never mind. I don't know what I was thinking. I'll just spend that to play Wakanda Forever, and then I will do 4 damage to his force field. Is that good? Do we want it? Is that not enough? Is that not helping?
Maybe 4 damage to an adaptoid would
Yeah,
be
I guess I could do
better.
it to my. Yeah. Does anyone have anything on their adaptoid that would take him out?
I mean, to yours means that the Retaliate will defeat it.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. All right. Yeah. Well, then let's get rid of this guy.
Oh, well, I mean, when he gets...
After he attacks.
I see. After
But-
he attacks me.
Yes.
I was like, I don't know why Retaliate would do that.
Yes, it will eventually.
All right, great. So that's that. And then I guess I will. I'm gonna spend my vibranium to do combat training on myself,
Nice.
Ooh.
and then at least I have +1 attack for
Heyo.
when I can eventually attack again. And I will. There's nothing I can do with a single resource.
No.
Not that I know of.
Okay. All right. Then I think that's it for me because I don't want to. I guess I could use Sarah for one more thing before she then has to be left alone.
We could have her take out Frank's adaptoid.
Yeah,
True.
that's true. Yeah, all right. Let's have her take out Frank's adaptoid. And she now
That
has
gets us another lock.
4
panel.
damage on her. So
4 locks left.
cool, Sarah. Be cool. All right, fantastic.
Okay. So, I would like to heal. I'll
It's
do
back to
that.
being stalwart.
7. 7 health. I'm going to flip back up I would like to do on the prowl, but is a thwart, and I am confused. Not a great combination of events. Well, I can put my beads back in play. Let's start there. And then I'll have only 2. Tricky, tricky. I guess. Can I actually do anything if I were? It'd be weird to stay down. Tricky, tricky.
I mean, we can let the main go again and not lose. It'll just make those adaptoids even scarier.
Our goals have changed drastically from earlier. Now it's, well, we won't lose on this turn, so that's good.
Okay, I mean, maybe just for card draw and such, I will stay down.
Yeah, if you can't.
Yeah, I'm not going to actually play anything super cool.
I suppose the one thing you could do in hero form is
Would be to
confuse my adaptoid, because I'm at 3 HP, so I need to flip down.
Good
But
point. Yeah.
we can just let him scheme.
Don't love that. Okay. I'll go back up. I'll stun your adaptoid. I will confuse as I meant.
Yeah.
I will use some resources to play Io. Io? Io.
Io?
Io? I think it's Io.
Yeah.
Is it AYO?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably IO.
Io.
Might be, I guess.
have we-
I guess
have we shown
Alien
her
Iberi is AO.
A content creator has spoiled her,
Okay.
but we could throw her up
Sure.
on the cam.
Let's do it. Boing.
So she's another member of our Dora Milaje squad.
That's sweet.
Who are 3 allies. They all come with a different special ability, and then when they use their basic power, they can trigger a special on another Dora Milaje.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she'll be hanging out. She can do 2 damage if necessary.
It could kill the adaptoid, so Molly doesn't have to take the attack.
True.
I am down. I still am only down to 5.
Yeah,
so-
she's at 5. That's probably worth doing, especially since they're swinging for 2 into boost now.
Yeah.
Interestingly, actually, after she uses basic power, I can do the special on another ally, not on my stuff.
Yeah,
of
Dora
course.
Milaje.
Just kidding. Never mind.
Yeah.
Still could do that though. Still
Yeah,
could
I think we have her swing at the adaptoid over there,
Sounds good.
All right. Boom.
which gets us another lock.
Woo!
All done?
I am all done.
All right, I'm going to put my brother, Albert Moon, down there because I'm going to alter ego, so he'll be useful for me. And I'm going to throw an energy shield on Sarah. So anytime she would take damage, Molly can now spend energy resources to prevent that damage.
Oh, that's nice.
Very
That's
nice.
nice.
I will use my last stun gun charge on... Do you need that jailer stunned?
Yeah, I mean, anything would help, I think. I'll have more guys out here hopefully soon.
All right, we'll
But,
stun the jailer.
also, if you're interested in looking for some allies this turn, just you wait. Hold on to a little money.
Okay.
Keep a little cash in your pocket, Tony. I got you.
All right, so I'll flip down. I will use Albert to, so he gives me 2 options. I can heal a damage for each tucked card. Unfortunately, I have none right now, but he will instead let me tuck the top card of the encounter deck. And that's Shadow of the Past. That is a good one to tuck.
Glad to not see that one. I guess
right.
it would have been a boost, but
Yeah.
still.
That's me.
Cool. All right, so I'm going to start out using the free resource there and Spider Tracer to play Suit Up. Let's go ahead and grab our boy Spider-Man, as you can expect.
I'm realizing I probably should have flipped down into alter ego mode before I.
And I'll grab Inspired as well. Add them to my hand. I'm going to flip to hero mode now. I'm going to pay 2 energy for Across the Spider-Verse. Hero action, exhaust a web warrior. Oh no, I can't do that yet. Have to have a guy I can exhaust, huh? That's important. Then let's go ahead and pay for that Spider-Man. Anyway, there he is. Spider-Man. This is the Otto Octavius one. Welcome to the team, buddy.
The superior Spider-Man.
The superior Spider-Man, as we know.
I like that he finished the PhD for Peter, so that when they did body swap back to each other,
Yeah.
that he just had that now. Now he's a doctorate.
He's just a nice guy.
Oh, great.
Not a villain.
No.
I guess.
It wasn't a flex. Don't call it a flex because it wasn't meant to haunt Peter.
Yeah.
Make him always know he wouldn't be a doctor without Otto's help.
What a move. That is like absolutely life altering in the least physical way possible. Like, you just got to think about that.
Every time someone says Dr. Parker, you have to go, uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep, for
That's
sure.
me.
Now I'll exhaust this Spider-Man Web Warrior to play another Spider-Man from my discard. Welcome to Team Spider-Man, Kobe Brown. And after I play a Spider-Man, I could re-ready an upgrade. I don't have any to re-ready. Shucks. That's fine, though. So we got another one. I can also choose a player. They can spend 3 resources of any type to repeat the ability I just did to search for Web Warrior in the discard pile. Do you have a Web Warrior?
I don't have a Web Warrior to exhaust.
That's fair.
unfortunately.
That's fair. All right. Then we're good there. And then since I now am a Web Warrior, I can play Web of Life and Destiny for free.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together, just like Tony drew it up. And so, yeah, response after Web Warrior ally leaves play, I could choose a player and we could start drawing cards. We're so back.
We need it. We need the
We
help.
really need it.
Do you want Hobie to do something for us?
I think it's probably a good idea to have him do almost anything. Let's see. Is there
So
something?
we've got all these minions are either stunned or confused or webbed. So he
Yeah.
could thwart.
So like it's the one that makes more sense.
I'm still looking for upgrades. I know you're still looking for upgrades. Molly's still looking for upgrades. So maybe
let's-
superpower training.
Let's superpower training. 2, and I'll take 2. Consequential here. Yay. I really don't want him to go away though. And so that is good for me.
All right.
All right.
Yep.
Ready
him
up and
up.
draw. I will keep this card.
I've got a fun trick up my sleeve to get rid of this confuse. It's going to be great. You wait.
Just you.
Just
Not for too long, though. All right, so we get 5 threat right away because of the acceleration token.
Yay.
We're going to have an attack.
Oh, and one more for
Oh,
this
we have
acceleration
an extra
icon.
one, 6. All right.
Up to 10.
Molly's getting attacked for 2 plus a card.
I don't want to exhaust, but I think I might have to defend against. I don't know what to do. I really don't.
Yeah. I mean, because it could be a 3.
It could be. Well, if it's a 3, I can.
You could ask Spider-Man here to block for you.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Could you block for me? Would you be willing to help me out?
Hobie would be happy
Thank
to.
you, Hobie.
There we
See?
go.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there was going to be 4. So
Oh, okay, great. Goodbye, Hobie.
Thanks, Hobie.
And then I'll trigger this response of Web of Life and Destiny. Since Web Warrior ally left play, I'm going to draw a card.
Nice.
And you also have Hobie's ability.
Yes. When Spider-Man leaves play, discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, deal damage to the villain equal to the number of boost icons discarded.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ah, we needed one more
Just
to clear
one more
that,
would have been great.
that psionic force field.
Do they stay in the force field though at least?
Yeah,
so we can get
they
one.
do,
We
they
can
do.
get him for one more. We can.
I
You
wish
know?
the star counted as a boost icon.
Yeah.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
Don't we all?
Unless we're drawing it as a
Unless we're
boost.
drawing-
Yeah, then the
I
opposite.
was like yes and no. Like,
Yeah.
All right, then we get, you have Retaliate.
I ever.
No, but Hobie blocked.
Oh,
Hobie blocked it,
Yes.
so it doesn't.
Right.
I didn't actually take it.
And then to me,
Yes.
I am being attacked. I'm going to defend. So after using a basic power, I can resolve one of my specials, and this is the trick I was talking about. I'm going to use the thwart special on here, which will get rid of the confused status.
Nice.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
So I defend it for 2, and the attack is 3. And it gains piercing. I don't have tough anyway, so doesn't matter. Still take damage. Okay, and
He's scheming on me for 3 in the boost of
Plus
0.
so a pure 3. And your Adaptoid
Nice.
was confused. You're welcome.
Thank you.
And we're back to Spidey.
Yeah.
You're being attacked for 2 plus a card.
Sure. Hit
Don't
me
forget
with
your spider
it.
sense draw.
Yeah. Oh,
That
man.
changes your opinion. Still,
No, you can keep
still
doing
gonna take
Yeah,
it? Cool. 4.
Backflip.
Hey,
Thank you. And then stunned
uh-huh.
and webbed up. And I'll just move that stunned over to here now. which feels good.
Excellent.
And I'm good.
All right, and some more cards.
All right.
I sure have a lot of the cards that I would have liked turn 1. I thought I had a good turn 1, and I was like,
Diplomatic
wrong.
sanctions. Surge. And when revealed, discard 1 card from your hand for each aim minion in the victory display. Do we
There
have
are
any?
none.
Hooray.
We've been very nice to them.
All right, and the surge.
We're actually very nice to Monica.
Automated mobile unit attached to MODOK. Give him +5 hit points. The whole shebang again. There we
Love
go.
Ooh, he also has nanobots, which attach to MODOK. After he activates, he heals 1 per activation.
All right. Frank,
Yeah.
what fresh hell awaits thee?
And we found the Scientist Supreme, who is one of those aim victory minions.
Those ones that we keep not having in the victory display.
Yeah.
Let's keep that going.
All right, and then yours there.
Nothing bad. Oh, that was wrong. The villain schemes.
Advance
Nothing bad, just kidding.
Just him scheming.
Yep.
for 3, and then he'll heal back to
that
to
1 damage he
full.
had,
Yep.
great. Yeah, 3 plus a card. It was nothing, so just
Nice.
3.
Just 3.
Nice.
That's not bad.
Could have been worse.
Always.
All right.
Okay. And this passes.
Oh, back to me.
Frank.
That is how this works. All right, well, I would like to help out.
Can we clear superpower training this turn?
Ooh. I do have an on the prowl, so then I could do some extra thwartage. Let's start with that. On the prowl, I will remove 3 from superpower training. And then I can resolve on my specials, which could be another 1 or 1 damage if 1 damage is more useful to anybody.
Removing how many?
Either removing 1 or doing 1.
Doing 1 to the villain,
and
each minion
and
might
each
be
minion.
One
handy.
on his force field would be.
Yeah,
the
that's
force
pretty
field.
perfect.
Finishes the force field, and you can do 1 to
Sure.
each of my minions.
Yeah, let's choose you. So it'll do 1 to the villain and
Alright.
both of the engaged ones.
So we can actually hurt him now.
Spider
Nice.
bites.
Finally.
Also, I do have sting operation. Have we shown this one off yet?
I think it was in the announcement.
Oh, okay.
Nice. But if you want to talk about it, feel free to throw it
Sure,
there. Yeah.
why not? I'm contemplating playing it. So I could put it on one of our various minions to help us get rid of them.
Oh, it doesn't attach. It just sits in your play area
wait.
till somebody schemes.
Just
But that would be
kidding.
a good way to get rid of the Scientist Supreme.
Yeah, amusingly, I could do it on the jailer who schemes for 0, and then he
Sure.
gets caught
That is
for
fun.
doing nothing. Sure, I'll play Sting Operation into my play area for later. And I'll do some shuffling.
Is John the worst cards? Just like,
Oh, no.
just nothing
All right.
working. Just a handful of like try to make
So
it
we
look
have
trash. It feels
7
like.
on superpower training. I can remove 4. I could remove 6 if you want to use IO to get it down by 1.
Ooh, just 1. That always feels bad.
So, does consequential damage count for this? To take any amount of damage that I can deny with spending a resource on using the energy shield on Sarah? Out of curiosity.
Consequential would trigger that ability.
Any amount
yeah.
of damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So you can
I
basically
could-
use her paying a
I could
resource
use
every
her-
time.
I could use her for 2 thwart on my turn and pay a resource to take care of that if that helps. So I could do a total of 4 thwarting as needed
Okay.
on my turn.
That's nice.
That's
we might
probably
have you
about
do
all
the
I
main
can
scheme.
so-
Ideally, we get superpower cleared early so we can all use our
Right.
upgrades.
But
Right.
At this point, we might need to do the main.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're done, Frank?
Yes.
I'm going to use Cindy Moon's ability to discard a tucked card to draw 2 cards. Oh, but that's going to put it in there just before the reshuffle. We're not going to play long enough to get to the
right.
reshuffle, right?
We will not have to deal with the
2:15.
consequences.
We got- Yeah.
It's fine.
All right. And then I will spend 3 for my boy, J. Jonah Jameson.
That me.
Which one? There's so many out here.
Yeah. You'd think he'd be good. But
Yeah.
I think it's easy.
You could point and hit a Spider-Man with that
It'd
camera.
be hard to miss one.
Yeah.
I'm going to pretend I used Albert before I discarded my tucked card to get the 1 healing because
I like that.
I'm not going to be able to do a basic heal if I want to clear superpower training. So I'm flipping up with 4 hit points. What could possibly go wrong? I will use J. Jonah Jameson to remove 2 threat from a side scheme. He's going to help investigate this superpower training that these mutants are doing. And then we'll do a wall crawl. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to do Smooth as Silk. And I will... Oh, there's only 1 card in the deck. Do I think that's a MODOK card? Yeah, all right, I'm not going to play that.
Bunch of counting.
We've gone through so many MODOK cards, though. Like, you
All
don't
right.
know.
I'm going to do wall crawl just for the 2 threat off of here.
Nice.
And then with my basic and the organic webbing giving me +1, we'll clear
Hey.
superpower training, and everybody gets an upgrade. So that's
Everybody
an
gets an
identity-specific one from deck or discard pile.
And you just get to throw that in. All right. All right.
What do I want?
And it goes to hand, yeah?
Puts into play.
What's into play?
Freebie.
That's a great
It's
card.
3D.
Oh,
Big things happening.
Look at some claws
I think I want something out
of the panther. The Black Panther.
I'll
I think I
get
want the
my
energy. I want the
outwit.
energy daggers.
Yeah.
Spidey loves a web shooter.
Those don't go
Big
there.
fan.
Big fan. Big fan.
Big fan. Especially with Otto Octavius out here hanging out.
And then my last card, I will play Eidetic Memory.
Ooh.
Now we're getting built up.
Yeah.
All right, that's my turn. So I hope these minions can't kill me.
No, you'll be fine. And maybe I'll have some
I'll
Spider-Man to
need, I'll
help.
need a chump blocker for sure.
That seems fair. All right, I'm going to start us off discarding Clarity of Purpose for Sidekick on Otto Octavius. I thought that would be more like insult to injury type deal of like, they're kind
That
of
can,
going
only,
10
that can only go on your
Oh,
identity-specific one, so only on Black Cat.
I
yeah.
do
Oh,
like.
only on Black Cat.
I do
That's
like
a
the
problem for
idea
me.
though.
Yeah,
as
it'd be
far
fun to
as-
make him a sidekick.
Yeah.
Got him. That's kind of where it is.
You're my sidekick.
Yeah. Then I'll discard these 3 for make the call to pay, or yeah, with those 3 and the 0 cost, make a call to grab an ally from any player's discard pile. I'm playing on Hobie, but does anybody else have anybody they want me to play?
I don't think I have anybody for you. I don't have any allies in my discard.
Great. I'm actually
I
going to
have a unplayable
one.
T'Challa, but you can't, as previously defined,
can't
cannot
do
play
that.
him. Yeah.
Great. Then Hobie it is. And after I play a Spider-Man from my hand, I can ready this upgrade, and it's
Nice.
attack, so I'm going to draw a card. So that feels good. All the Spider-Men are back.
Spiders, man.
Spiders Man.
Oh, he's great.
We love Spiders Man.
We're a big fan of
Now that
Spiders
I've
Man
said it, I
here.
don't like it. I don't want to picture it.
Oh, he's a character.
Oh yeah.
Made of Spiders, man.
Yeah.
Let's. I'm so scared of that.
Yeah. It's way worse.
You're scared of your guys, so I'm gonna pay 1 from Web Shooter as well as these other 3 to webbed up your Adaptoid.
Nice.
Just help you out. You know, I'm trying to be a team
Appreciate it.
player. Yeah.
Nice.
You know, you're part of the Spider family we got going on here, so you can have whatever you need. Our webbed up is your webbed up. I have a lot of dudes do things with. Do we want to start hitting MODOK or do we want to?
I mean, he's got a lot of buffs on
He
him.
does. That's what I'm like.
But he also
Yeah.
has 15 health.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, the most I can
If
do
you can
is
kill
like.
minions,
Yeah.
I don't think we're defeating him this turn. So if you can kill minions, probably best to do
You're right.
that.
Let's get
Especially
rid of.
since he's healing with those nanobots.
Yeah. So I think I'll do those 2 to get rid of this jailer.
We've only got 3 locks to get rid of. You know, to
True.
get the next person inhuman out.
Well, fair. This one took 2 consequential. This is when Spider-Man leaves play. This is Spider-Man leaving play,
no.
right? I tried.
But you do get a card draw off of
I do
it,
see
or
it.
or you could give it to somebody else. Since your hand
Yeah,
is
my
empty,
hand's
you
empty.
could give it to Molly.
Molly, would you
Sure.
like a card?
I would love a card.
It's all yours.
Thank
Enjoy.
you.
that help?
That's such a good card.
Hey.
And then I guess I can do 1 damage to anybody else. Is there anybody else that's kind of close? Oh, I guess no.
Not really.
All right, never mind then. I'm good.
All right.
All right. So, let's see. I was hoping I was going to draw Wakanda Forever. I did not draw Wakanda Forever there. That's okay, though. So, let's put the Hulk into play. Spend these here to get him going, which is nice. And then,
Hulk smash?
so I can thwart for 4 if that would help, since we don't think attacking is helping that much right now. I don't know if that's good or if I should be doing something else to try to get those locks down. I have, what is it? What is the cage
Energy,
right now?
2 energy.
I do have 2 energy that I could spend to take just 1 lockdown, right? Or is it 2 locks off there?
Well, you could use either Hulk and yourself, or Hulk and Sarah could take this adaptoid
That's
out.
a really good point, and I can protect Sarah from taking any of her consequential damage. So let's do that then. So Hulk will attack the adaptoid.
All right, for
And
3.
when Hulk attacks, discard the top card of my deck. The printed resources are wild, 2 wild. So we do all of the above. We deal 2 damage to an enemy. So first he attacks for 3. Then we do 2 more damage to an enemy.
Which could defeat him.
Finish it off, I
Just
guess.
finishes him.
Yep.
Gone.
Then we deal 1 damage to each character.
Everybody
That
gets
sucks.
the damage.
Yep, everybody takes the
Bye,
damage.
Oh no!
I was
Can,
not
can you?
expecting to have 2 vibraniums in a row on my deck. I was like, so the one thing it won't be is a vibranium. Because I just drew a vibranium. Surely not.
Can you
Cool.
spend an energy to prevent Sarah from
Yes.
dying?
Yes.
Nice.
Spend an energy to prevent Sarah from dying. Well, she didn't attack. She didn't do anything.
Well, she's taking 1 from
Yeah.
She's taking a damage from Hulk.
Well, now she's not doing anything. So, yep. And then also I discard Hulk.
All right.
So
Thanks for
the worst possible
memories.
thing to have happen happened.
Yeah.
Amazing. I am a curse upon this game. I make it happen except for when I'm playing it. And then,
Well, he definitely made a splash.
so who wants +1 attack? Anybody? Because
I have 1 attack.
I think Peter's probably
all right,
most likely
here you
to
go.
attack.
Combat training, Peter.
Perfect.
Voted most
Go
likely
to
to
the
attack.
gym.
Go to
Gym, Peter. All right, so now I can still. Sarah can't do anything because I can't protect her, so she's just going to do nothing. But I could attack with Black Panther, or I could thwart. So I don't know what's better here at this point.
Maybe thwart.
Yeah. All right, I'll thwart the main
Yeah.
for 2.
Okay.
All right.
Down to 14.
Great.
Quarter,
And I'm
half
going to
the way
flip down because I'm at 4 health, and I'm going to need to recover. So.
Alrighty.
Do we call it there then, or do we
Sure.
let them hit us real quick? We'll end on a high note.
One more turn of pain.
Yeah.
Now we're certain to win.
Yes.
And then something happened, and we won the game.
Yes. That's
Yada,
the most
yada,
important
yada.
lesson.
I remember
Don't
it.
worry about it. You guys remember it was great.
I love it. Well, we have a couple things that we want to talk about here at the end. One of the things that I wanted to bring up, and it's something that I think we're going to talk about more in a future stream, play some Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with some of these custom decks, but we have 2 new hero packs coming fairly soon, and so I just wanted to see if you all had any tips and tricks for as people take these home and start building decks around Silk and Black Panther, what to be looking for, some of the things that you've really enjoyed in your own playtesting.
Sure. So for Silk, she loves Web Warrior cards. She does not come with Web of Life of Destiny, so that's an easy include. More of the basic allies are great for her as well. So just leaning into that Web Warrior synergy is great for her.
Sweet.
I was not prepared for this question.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Do you have any advice?
So for Shuri's deck, it's tough. It's just so good.
You're like, we made it
So- I
perfect,
know,
so
it's
why would you change?
She likes readies, so something like Ready to Rumble or abilities that allow you to ready are excellent for her. Keeping her Dora Milaje allies alive is really important, so some first aid to heal them up would be an excellent pick.
Nice.
Right, because you want to keep them around because they all can trigger each other
Yep.
as
Yeah,
specials.
That's really cool that
Yeah.
they just go across the board of like working together, a lot of teamwork.
Yeah, one thing that our testers loved in testing was playing one Dora Milaje ally in everybody's deck, and then using Call for Backup to let everybody search and find their Dora Milaje ally for free.
There you go. When you're playing at home, get all your friends on board right away. Love that. So I also saw some people questioning about release date and things like that for these 2 hero packs. We aren't able to say the exact release date right now. We're working hard to figure out when that'll be coming to you all. So stay tuned. We will let you all know as soon as we have a concrete date. We don't want to give you a date that we have to change within days. A lot of things are moving right now. And so stay very tuned for us to let you all know when that is going to be coming. But I believe, without further ado, that is time for us to wrap this up. We can all go back to work.
Did
or
we want to
finish
do
game.
the Nemesis set that people asked for?
Yeah, I almost left without giving you all the Nemesis set. Let's do that. Yeah, let's show off the Nemesis set. I think, yeah, there we go. Yeah, do we want to talk about it a little bit here?
Sure.
Yeah, so Silk's story, her first story was all about being hunted by the Inheritors, who we've seen in the game before as a modular set, but Moreland was kind of the main Inheritor who was really hunting for Silk. And in fact, Silk's backstory is that she spent years of her life hunkering down in a bunker, staying away from everybody after she had been bitten by the spider that had also bitten Peter Parker to give him his powers. And so really, her first appearance was all about the inheritors coming to try to find her. And there was a whole saga about it that I highly recommend checking out. So Morlun here, he likes to punish you for having tucked cards, because that's Silk's thing. And then we've got his side scheme,
Which does a very similar annoys you.
gets extra threat for every tucked card,
Oh, nice.
and has the ever fun hazard icon. And then the last card in his set is 3 copies of this card, Hunting the Spider Bride. It just surges and goes under your identity. And so it takes up one of the slots underneath her identity that you could be using for another card. And every time you discard a card from under her, you take 2 damage.
Nice.
But you may have seen on the Morlun card that when you defeat him, you get to discard all of those cards without taking the damage.
Very cool. Awesome. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. Thank you all again for joining us today. We'll be back online to let you all know when the release dates will be coming up. But we'll also be chatting about, what hero packs are becoming very soon. I believe that we revealed one of the next ones, right?
Yeah.
Already. I
Yep,
didn't want to say the words before confirming.
Just in
yes.
case, yeah.
Yeah, but we're really excited to talk about all those as well. So stay tuned for all of our live stream schedules dropping at the beginning of each month, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye.